Peace. What's going on, man? Today, I got a lot to talk about. Not a lot, but a lot. Let me get some energy going on in this motherfucker, Joe. Straight up. Like, mental health is key because with this path of consciousness, this journey, right? It's with the insane, the mentally insane. And I literally mean everybody that's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that has some form of fucked up and is aware of that. Or everybody that has some form of fucked up and isn't aware of that. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's just because you're unaware of it, it just means that you haven't tapped into that yet. You know what I'm talking about? You haven't been made aware of the true power within. And why am I saying all this? Because to some it's gonna sound like a bunch of bullshit. And I'm not even gonna lie, like when I first started hearing about this shit, I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. But you know, it was a defense mechanism because I come from that life. You feel what I'm saying? I come from being in school, being in the learning disability class, the behavior disability class, or the behavior disorder class. I come from that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like when I hear that shit, it's like, I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, but as I mature and as I gain more knowledge, you know what I'm saying, more understanding on things, I start to realize, like, man, that shit is all so true. I'm watching this TV show called Preacher. Well, I'm done watching it now. It's about 4 seasons. At least I've watched 4 seasons, so I don't know if it's more seasons out. But it's based on this preacher, right? He a preacher, you know what I'm saying? He got just the right amount of good and evil in him or whatever the fuck. And it's this spirit called Genesis, a child, you know what I'm saying, that was created out of the love of a demon and an angel, you know what I'm saying? So when this spirit entered in anybody before this preacher, they blew up and exploded and shit because they just wasn't able to obtain or withstand the power, you feel what I'm saying, that Genesis held. Then they take you to the preacher, Jesse Custer. His ass was able to do it for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying. Got this white dude on here, will be Genesis. Now, I'm already knowing what the fuck is going on. Genesis give you the ability to tell motherfuckers to do whatever you want to do and they gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? So, long story short, it's this group called the Grail. You feel what I'm saying? And the Grail, they like basically been working with Jesus for 2,000 years and shit. It's like a secret society, basically like the Illuminati or whatever, or what you would call the Illuminati in this TV show, how people would perceive it. So anyway, a long time ago in the backstory, in the back flash of the show, they had a motherfucking they had Jesus having sex with this little bitch, and then they had a baby. Now fast forward, the baby is supposed to be the Messiah, not Jesus. Now this is supposed to be the Messiah that comes or whatever, but they said some form of inbreeding, so I don't really know too much to that. But in the show they did say it, but they didn't really go. They did not go in detail. I'm not gonna say they didn't really go. They didn't go in detail all about it. They just said inbreeding. But the Messiah, and I think it's just the same character that plays as Jesus, just with like little features and shit on them or whatever, little added features. Now, the Messiah is called Humperdude. And he a fucking he I'm not even finna say mentally challenged. He retarded. You know what I'm saying? But everybody love him or whatever. But he's supposed to be he's supposed to be the I'm finna say he's supposed to be the humper dude. He's supposed to be the Messiah. Now, in the apocalypse, you know, in the Bible and Revelation and all that shit, they talk about how the apocalypse is supposed to be it's supposed to be the end of the world and all that shit. So they're talking about nuclear explosions and all that shit, destroying the world, yada yada yada. Now, let's go to what we know to be reality. Not religion, all that shit I'm talking about. We back now, we back here in consciousness. We know we the chosen ones, right? The chosen ones are the ones who accept God. You feel what I'm saying? And we are the actual chosen ones. The actual chosen ones know the true and living God. You feel what I'm saying? We know that it's an inner journey that we got to go in. So, you know what I'm saying? Once you accept that, that's a hard fucking pill to swallow, and I understand that now, and I'm still getting it. Like, it's still more to it. Like, you never get it all. You feel what I'm saying? But they showing in these shows right now, they got this slow dude playing as the Messiah. He's supposed to lead these motherfuckers. Now, I'm not saying it's just a bunch of retarded motherfuckers and all of that shit or whatever. And if I'm offending anybody, excuse me. But if I'm offending you, you shouldn't be here, because it's not what this is about. But they got this slow dude that's supposed to be the savior, right? What I realized is, when I was in 3rd grade, I had, and I feel like I talked about this in one of my videos, I had a lot of pride. It wasn't that I was slow. It was I didn't want to ask the teacher for help, because I didn't want anybody to laugh at me or think I was slow or anything like that or whatever. So I just never did my work, and then I acted out. I was already bad. You know what I'm saying? I had an anger problem. Still got it. You feel what I'm saying? Or I'm not even going to subscribe to that. You know what I'm talking about? But I know what's going on with my mental health, is what I'm saying. Like, and I'm working on it. But it wasn't that I was, I want to say shy, because that's what I've been saying. I feel like that's just a defense mechanism, or not a defense mechanism, an excuse. That's an excuse that I've been using this whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm shy. No, I had a lot of pride even at a young age, 3rd grade, 7, 8 years old. I had a lot of pride. I didn't want to ask the teacher for help. When I learned fast as fuck, so all I had to do was ask for help, learn the shit, and I know the shit. But I didn't, and then they asked me, did I want to be in this class? The class looked so fun. Come to find out that it was a special ed class. From then on, I had an IEP, and I went in a special ed class from then on. And I accepted it. But see, I'm smart, conscious, and aware. Had always been. Not at this level, but, you know, more so than anybody else at my age. So I was always saying some shit like, man, I'm not finna use this and say I'm bipolar. I mean, nobody ever told me that. Like, I've had counselors and psychiatrists and all of that shit. I've been to the mental hospitals, but I never been diagnosed. You know what I'm saying? Not officially. So, but you could say that, you know what I'm saying? But I always looked at individuals like, well, they say that they was just using it as a crutch. I never wanted to be that. But that's pride. You know what I'm saying? That's pride right there. And I want to say that that's a good way to use it, because in this spirituality, we tapping into our subconscious mind. So we got to use the dark side of the things, or the light. Well, you know, it's the dark and the light side. But when you tapping into the dark side, you are bringing out that light. Light is just, well, darkness is just light that hasn't been seen yet. You feel what I'm saying? So, anyway, I could use my pride, because pride is not necessarily bad. You feel what I'm saying? It's just how you use it. Me using the pride as far as not asking for help, you know what I'm talking about, at that time of need, whatever, I'm using it against myself. But me using it in a way of, oh, I'm not going to do this, or not going to do this, but like, not going to act a certain way or be a certain way, that's not necessarily aligned with my heart. That's a good way to use your pride. So pride is not necessarily bad. And I just learned this off of watching the animals, man. They said the lion's main objective is to protect the pride. I'm like, damn, I never looked at it. You just sit back and watch animals, sit back and watch the nature. That's divine chaos right there. But anyway, I had this guy try to tell me about consciousness. I told him that when I got into this, it was to expand my consciousness. Right? He stopped me right there and told me that I am my consciousness, this, that, and the third, and woo. So if I am my consciousness, I'm expanding myself. But first and foremost, he didn't even listen to me. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm not one to put my motherfucking philosophy on anybody, because I understand that it's not about that. You get what I'm saying? But I tell you, man, this nigga was talking my motherfucking ears off, man. He was telling me about a lot of shit that I had already known about, schools of thought that I had been through, and he tried to tell me that I thought that I knew where he was going. Nigga, I've been there already. I just left. It be a lot of motherfuckers out here that be having, what do you call that shit? They have a lot to learn and a long way to go. And I'm not gonna sit here and say I feel sorry, because I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't give a fuck about sounding arrogant. But I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If your ass 50-something, 60-something, you just ain't getting it right now, because I'm 23, and these are the type of individuals that I tend to be around. When I was 13, these are the type of individuals I tend to be around. So I thought I was mature, I guess. I thought I was grown or some shit. Now I'm starting to realize that that's just where I found myself. I had an old soul. I have an old soul. I am an old soul. So that's where I found myself comfortable hanging with all the adults. Now when I'm hanging with adults, I feel like I'm hanging with children. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very rare that I find a motherfucker that I feel like is talking about something. And this is not a motherfucker that, I'm not a motherfucker that won't listen and don't have an open mind. My mind is open to a lot of shit. My mind is open to everything, as a matter of fact. Because there's nothing that you can't learn. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? I told this motherfucker, all I want to do is buy me some land so I can sit back and read. That's it. I don't care about nothing else, man. Like, nothing. Ever since I found out about this shit, how deep I can go and continue to go deeper with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get up on here and talk about conspiracies and all that shit. Nigga tell you about some conspiracies, but smoke some weed. They're not gonna tell you about the chemicals that they put in this shit. They'll tell you about all GMO foods, but not GMO weed. I'm smoking it. I don't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's about breaking it down so you can build up a better reality. Father Allah, he said in Supreme Mathematics, is the eighth number is build or destroy. You know what I'm saying? So you either gonna build or you either gonna destroy. In order to build something new, create something new, you have to destroy that old foundation that you were standing on. The false ideas, the false idols and false ideologies and theologies that you was given as a child. You have to destroy all of that completely to the root. And the only way to do that is to tap into your subconscious mind. See, we don't know that just because we saying, oh, I'm a God and I'm this, I'm that, you're still worshiping something else outside of yourself. Why? Because deep down in your subconscious mind, you haven't tapped into it. How do I know this? Experience. My ego death. I had to die to understand that I didn't know anything. That all that I knew, or that I thought that I knew, shit, that shit wasn't real because I wasn't actualizing this shit. This shit is only real if you actualize it. If you actualize it. It don't matter what you say, it could be fake as long as you make it real. But you're not making it real because you're intellectualizing the information that you're given. That don't make it real. Point blank period. These people out here, these religious people out here, these people actually these believe in these deities. You know what I'm saying? These idols that they worship. They actually have faith in these idols and they send energy to these idols non-stop. So when a miracle happens, you know what I'm saying? When they believe it so much that it taps into their subconscious mind, even on a mundane level, right? That miracle happens. And while you just saying what you saying, so you believe that this shit is just what it is on a physical level. You believe it on a physical level. So you intellectualize it. You know what I'm saying? You're angry. You got to get rid of that hate. You hold on to too much hate, man. You got to let go of a lot of shit to be able to experience all of this light that you tapping into. Because all of the knowledge out there right now, and motherfuckers tapping into. You can do this. You can do all of this. Anything that you talk about. I told this man I'm nothing. I know nothing. And I am nothing. I come from nothing. I told him I studied the occult. He should have got the picture right then and there. I didn't go back and forth because there's no need to go back and forth. When I said I studied the occult and metaphysics, that should end the conversation right there. He went on about humanity and all of this shit. My humanity is straight. I'm in the streets for real. I live in poverty. I'm a poor righteous teacher. But I get by on my own. I'm gonna tell you a story, man, about the spirit, man. See, responsibilities, man, it's a motherfucker. I've been a lazy motherfucker because I'm a lazy motherfucker. See, I'm flawless because I have flaws and I wear them to a T. That's when I'm flawless. I learned that everybody has flaws. It's just that everybody tries to hide them. If you don't hide them, you become unique to the world. You wear your flaws and people tend to like it. I'm not saying wear your flaws to get a what do you call that? A fucking reaction to be viral or something. I'm saying wear your flaws for you. You might not never know what the fuck you like, or what the fuck you may attract that you may like in your life by just being who you are on the inside. I studied astrology. My moon sign is a Sagittarius. So I learned that me being a Leo Sagittarius, right? The Sagittarius is who I am on the inside. So that's what I look more at. Don't look at the sun sign. That shit don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You look at what the fuck is going on the inside, on the inner earth. So back to the story. Responsibility is a motherfucker. So I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm getting my little money. You feel what I'm saying? On the independent side, I guess, or entrepreneurial side. You know, I'm self-employed, but I fucked up my money. So me being the motherfucker I am, I go get a job right away just to get the investment money, just to get back on my feet. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I'm lazy, I don't like to work, but I work. I got good work ethic or whatever. I come in early. I will stay late. I do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I work hard. I just don't like to work because it just ain't me. I don't want to work for nobody. You niggas spend 1,000 hours on Facebook, on the streets, talking about how much a nigga shouldn't do this, a nigga shouldn't do that, right? Check me out. This some true shit right here. You work for the white man. I'd offer to work for the white man. I'd do this. The white man pay your bills right now. Ain't taking care of your ass. And your girl. Yeah. That's your landlord and your boss. I can't say the same. I literally cannot say the same right now. not for myself. I take care of myself. And I'm pretty sure my landlord is not white. You feel what I'm saying? Then you niggas be talking all that crazy shit about the white people and all that shit or whatever. I'm out here treating their ass. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying I'm walking up on motherfuckers just overly treating them, but I can. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck you gonna do? You know what I'm talking about? You niggas never even fought a white motherfucker. So just stop it, man. Because a war ain't even happening, man. It's never been a war. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's never been a war. The war that's happening is a mental war. And if you want to be honest, you losing. You know what I'm saying? I'm up. I'm up. You losing. Because you ain't talking about shit. You don't know where the fight is. The fight starts here, not in the physical realm. They want to keep you in the physical realm because they can't fight you here. You feel what I'm saying? We build worlds with the mind. You trying to fight with your fists and shit. Fuck you think the pyramids was built? Huh? They said the Sphinx been around for at least 12,000 years or some shit like that. They said that motherfucker been around longer than that. That motherfucker been around longer than that. What the fuck does that say about us? The pygmy people. That's us. Them little motherfuckers been around for 35 million years. We've been around for a long fucking time, man. If you think we ain't built up the mental capacity to be able to kill some shit with our mind, and these motherfuckers don't know about it, why the fuck you think they doing all this shit in the physical realm to keep us distracted? You niggas online talking about fighting against some bullshit ass motherfuckers that don't even exist. You trying to keep us distracted even more. I'm steady getting off track. So I get a job, right? Now I just told you, I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to feel like it's two of me. You know what I'm saying? Not to say like I'm schizophrenic, because I don't be hearing voices. Like, if I do hear voices, I'm gonna know what it is, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them type of guys. I don't see shit. If I see something, I'm going to know what it is, whether it's in the physical or not. That's what I'm saying. So I don't have those type of issues. But I like to feel like it's two entities that live inside of me, other than my soul, you know what I'm saying, and my spirit. I like to feel like it's the other guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to separate my different personalities and name them. I don't have conversations and all that shit. I feel like I should start. Because it helps me place the different parts of myself and who I am, my different personality and characteristics, to learn myself. I'm reading myself like a book. This is what I do. So the other guy, he ain't been around for a long time. But since I got this job, he been around. Now, I've been at the job for about a week, but I've been over getting into it with people. But see, I'm protected. People talk that shit. They talk that crazy shit until a crazy motherfucker get in their presence. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm getting into it with people. It ain't black or whatever, but I don't get no fuck, because niggas be talking that we gotta stick together shit and all that shit. But I'm out here studying our species, our true history. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm studying the elevation of us, our evolution. Niggas not doing that. Niggas don't give a fuck to hear that shit. All they care about is give me some money. You feel what I'm saying? Give me some money, tell me I look good, and show me the absolute most respect, because I got a name. I don't give no fuck about your name. So anyway, I'm getting into it, motherfuckers. So my manager called me and tell me, yeah, man, we gotta terminate you. Man, that's the best motherfucking news I ever heard in my motherfucking life. Right? I'm not sick about it, because I figured out another way to self-sustain, right? So check me out. This how the spirit works. My money was getting low, right? So I'm like, damn, what the fuck is gonna happen? Usually I sit and I have negative thoughts towards this shit, but this time I was like, I'm not gonna do it, because I've been manifesting and attracting shit so much. Why let it happen now? So one day I sit back, I get into meditative position, and then I just imagine myself counting hella fucking money. Counting hella fucking money. Now, I'm missing money back to back to back to back to back to back to back. I'm missing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars daily. But I got money. I'm cool. I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Like, my lifestyle didn't change. Then out of nowhere, my girlfriend, she get a check. So I know the rent is decent now. Our bills is decent because the money that I have that I was going to use to invest, I wasn't going to invest that if I got to pay my shit. A real man going to take care of his business first. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to take care of home. So anyway, I got this little job. Now, like I said, I figured out another way to self-sustain. In doing that, I come across a lot of bread. The bread come in, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening to my binaural beats. I'm doing everything, all my little meditations to attract all my little prosperity and all of that shit. And I don't even think about it. She usually, well, I used to just meditate on it. So I used to think about it all day like it's gonna come. And that shit never came. It did, but I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? This time, I saw the shit. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it now. I'm like, damn. And then, right after that, I get fired. I get fired with the ability to be able to continue to take care of myself and do much more than what I was just doing before that. That's how the spirit worked, for real, for real. There was no need for me to keep being there. There was no need for me to keep being there because eventually I was going to have to prove that. You know what I'm saying? I might still have to do that, but I'm prepared at any given time. What I'm saying is, this is how this shit works. I have no worries, period, man. And I live in complete fucking poverty, man. And I'm living well. Because I'm doing that. I don't necessarily live in poverty. This body does. What you see, what I project. Because if it was based off society, this would be considered poverty. So, and you see this body living here. So this looks like what it looks like. But the mind, I'm rich in the mind. I'm not even here. I never was. You know what I'm saying? I never will be. Never will be attached to this place. And if I would ever be attached to this place, you would ever be attached to this place. I am you and you're me. We are one. We are all. Man, I is we for real, man. I'm telling you. But nigga ain't gonna tell you that, man. Nigga gonna say some other shit about taking this bitch over. I'm not trying to take this bitch over. I'm trying to give me some motherfucking land. You know what I'm saying? You come to the land, we can build on the land. You gotta destroy this motherfucking world. But the world that you have to destroy is this. This world has been contained with nothing but viruses, bacteria, bad influences, bullshit ass ideas and concepts, religion, GMO food, all types of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, psychologically. That's let me put this shit out because this is real shit. That's the real shit right here. You feel what I'm saying? This body has been fucked up. This world, you are your own reality. This motherfucker's been fucked up. And you trying to go about fucking up. Not fucking up. You trying to go about cleaning up and fixing the matrix. Some shit that ain't real, right? See, it's not real. It's only real because you think it's real. See, by you being your own reality, everything that you call reality, right, is a series of projections. And if I just told you that nothing but bullshit has been intercepted into this shit, you feel what I'm saying? If nothing but bullshit has been put inside of you, right, what the fuck are you gonna project if that's all you know is bullshit? No matter what you learn on top of the bullshit or whatever, right? the tools that you use, your fundamental tools, right, is based off of bullshit. So when you learn some new shit, you're just gonna replace the things that you thought was bullshit, right, with this new shit. That's that's oh man, this is me and I'm powerful and I'm this. But guess what? The foundation, the fundamental foundation, is still the bullshit that you learned because you didn't reach your subconscious mind with this shit. You don't believe this shit still. You spent a year of learning this shit, 2 years of learning this shit, but 35 years of this shit being installed into you. This bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how real this shit is. See, so you have to destroy this world. You feel what I'm saying? Apocalypse means to uncover. You feel what I'm saying? Uncover the bullshit. You feel what I'm talking about? For the revelation. The revelation is for the revelation means to reveal the secrets. You feel what I'm saying? To reveal that which was secret or unknown, especially in a surprising way. That's the definition of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what you do. You place everything on the inside. Nothing what you learn has to do with the outside world. See, because once you start learning, gaining an understanding of this shit, to see it for what it is, you start projecting a true reality. They can see that, and it might spark something in them. It will spark something. I'm not gonna say it might, because I am you and you are me. So whatever you are emitting, I'm gonna get that. This is why they tell you to stay 6 feet apart, because I can stand next to you and not even say nothing to you and just get that energy. You feel what I'm saying? You just uplift me, I'll uplift you. This is what we do. We build like this. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta know that, man, it's an inner journey. And telling a motherfucker to go and do this and do that, and we should be doing this and we should be doing that. If it's not, man, you should be sitting down and looking at yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Whatever you learn and be applying it to yourself and doing this about self. If it ain't about the self, you feel what I'm saying? That nigga is not trying to help you, point blank period, because in trying to help the masses, you're gonna kill yourself. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter how smart you is and what you know. You feel what I'm saying? Me knowing what I know right now, right? Everybody tell me I should do this, I should do that, I should do this. What they don't understand is that these motherfucking people know this shit. So me knowing this shit, I'm going up there, I'm doing all this shit. They gonna get me out the way, clone me. You feel what I'm saying? And then after that, there's some fucked up shit gonna happen. Then it's gonna be like, oh man, fuck him, he wasn't even smart anyway, or nothing. Yeah, we won't rock with this nigga any fucking way. That's how that shit go. I'm not saying I'm scared. I don't give no fuck. What I'm saying is, it's not about that. I can reach more motherfuckers by just telling motherfuckers to do this. Because this is what it is in the first place. We can meet up on the spiritual level, in the spirit realm, if you want to. But jumping all on camera with guns, trying to do all that other extra shit, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. We opening up doors, gateways, actual gateways. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas ain't thinking about it like that. Niggas think about some other shit. Niggas talk about it because they hear about it. But what the fuck is you really doing for real, for real? You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man, that mental health. But it's in the crazy people, man. Because guess what? This was real right here. Look at all the motherfuckers you know in your life right now, right? That's not doing this. They're supposed to be living life. What they do right now is living life, right? Having their little fun, go their little issues or whatever, all that shit. They living absolute life, right? You going through this journey, the true journey, It's a fucked up journey, and we have our moments, right? But even the fucked up, I love it still. I'm not finna quit for nothing. I love this shit. I can't quit. I see the world for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I can't turn it off. But to the world, we look like fucking lunatics. And if my theory is right, because I only study myself, and I know I write about myself. Now I'm you, you aren't me. And I'm talking about the species here as a human being. If my theory is right, all of us is going on this journey got some form of fucked up, because what drove you to this? What is your desire in seeking this? If you was okay, if you was living life, you had no worries about nothing or whatever, God's doing that and all of that shit. To know that it's a constant fight, a battle, a spiritual and physical battle. You gotta fight in two different worlds. That's accepting God. That's a part of accepting it. You know what I'm saying? I told a nigga, you gotta accept God. He said, no, man, I don't believe in God. You wouldn't hear me. You have to accept God. God is within. And I'm not talking about no bullshit ass religion. I'm talking about the soul. It starts with the subconscious mind, but it starts here with the love. We here for the shit that we love. You love this shit so much. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you love. What'd you do for that love? You know what I'm talking about? Your kids don't fucking exist. Them little pieces of shit. They don't exist. You don't even exist. You think you your body. You don't exist. And I know you think you your body. Even the niggas that say, man, we souls and we this and we that. You think you your body because you want to control the planet. So if you want to control the planet, that means you want to keep reincarnating and taking over the planet. You obsessed with being a human being, man. You're fucking sick. That's on a cosmic level, man. Then you got motherfuckers with their addictions. I smoke weed. And I do other things, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm fucked up. But I'm aware of this shit and I'm working on this shit. Like I said, I'm only 23 years old. And I feel like it's me. Because why the fuck am I 23 and I'm into this shit? Man, I'm supposed to be doing other shit. I'm seeing niggas. I'm not envious. I'm not jealous. I'm not what you call it, because I don't give a fuck about that shit. But why don't I give a fuck about that shit? Why the fuck am I young as hell and I'm just like the nigga that's into this shit? There's gotta be a reason. You feel what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this. It's not about the other bullshit, man. Like, that's what I come to understand. And I feel like niggas just ain't getting that. Niggas still want to take over. And by doing that, with that mindset, right, that's the same mindset that they keeping us in. Jim Crow, Willie Lynch and all that shit. That shit, when that shit started, it never ended. They are further continuing to mind control us. You feel what I'm saying? Niggas ain't seeing that. Fuck a picture, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit or whatever. See, niggas get you with the pictures and all that shit. Oh, this is what they doing. This is that and all that shit. They get you with the little shit that you see on Facebook, the little memes and all that shit. Because guess what? Our subconscious mind is programmed from symbols or not from program off of symbols, trauma and repetition. So they do this shit all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. You can be traumatized joyfully and in a fucked up way. You feel what I'm saying? So Niggas ain't seeing that. So they gonna show you these pictures and they further fucking you up. You feel what I'm saying? Because they fucked up. But they don't know that they fucked up. They think they got it because, ooh, I'm a god now. And I ain't fucked up no more because now that I know I'm a god. You can know that you a god and still be fucked up. All you gotta do is read about some fucked up gods. You feel what I'm saying? This shit get real, man. It's deeper than that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the true and living. So we have to reflect that. And I'm not saying that we got to be on one accord. Us tapping into our souls and projecting that true reality from within or whatever, right? That's being on one accord, truly. You feel what I'm saying? Because whatever you get from within, you know what I'm saying, is the true deal. But man, I can read past the bullshit, man. You're not finna sit up here and tell me, man, we this, we that, we this, we that, we this, we that. It's not that time now. You know what I'm saying? So you read a book and then, or a lot of books, and then shit. Now you just what you call it? You still religified. That shit, nah, man, that's not how it go. That's all I'm saying, man. But I got that job, man. That bitch fired me, man. The spirit got me up out of there, man. Because I don't need to be there. I got my money. And now I'm able to continue to self-sustain. I just started doing YouTube videos. That job just had me overtired. That's the main reason why I wasn't doing no videos, man. I was doing videos every motherfucking day, man, because I got some shit to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got something to say, man. I just want to get my point across. And my point is that you're important. It's always been about you. It's not about nothing else outside of you. It's not about your kids. It's not about your mom, your dad, and your wife, and your sister. It's about you and only you. You feel what I'm saying? That motherfucker down the street that called you a bitch, talk crazy to you, and disrespect you, they disrespect you because they hate theyself. They hate you because they hate themselves. They don't hate you necessarily because you don't fucking exist. They hate that what they hate in themselves. You feel what I'm saying? All of this shit, what you see is a bunch of energy. And think about this right now, that energy is on a frequency of not knowing itself. You know what I'm talking about? Not necessarily. So when it comes in contact with 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 some more energy and all that shit or whatever, it don't know how to interact. So by it not knowing how to interact, whatever it looks like, it's hating you or, you know what I'm saying, want to fight or disrespectful and all that shit or whatever the fuck that you are experiencing with this specific entity. You know what I'm saying? It's in a battle with polarity. You know what I'm saying? From within, it's at a battle, and that's how you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta literally put yourself in your own shoes, well not your own shoes, in their shoes. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. You gotta do that with everybody. You know what I'm talking about? That's about that's that having that compassion. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now I'm not saying if a motherfucker slap you, turn your cheek and then beat their motherfucking ass. I'm just saying, like, that's what this shit is about. If you going outside and you seeking some shit like that or whatever, you fucked up. I used to go outside and I used to be walking around and I used to be thinking in my head like, man, I see this nigga, I knock this nigga out. I kind of still do, but not all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that. But I'm fucked up. Why am I thinking that? I'm seeking that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Don't nobody want no motherfucking problems. And I'm not saying nobody want no problems, man. I'm saying don't nobody want no problems, man. Everybody want to go about their motherfucking day. But you got to be able to accept that shit. I accept my shit. I wear my shit to a motherfucking T. That's why I'm motherfucking flawless. You feel what I'm saying? Because I have flaws. And any flaw that comes up, I'm gonna grab that bitch. I'm gonna put that bitch on my shoulder. I'm gonna put that bitch right here. I'm gonna put that bitch right here. You saying I'm gonna wear that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Just how you wear this costume called a motherfucking person. You feel what I'm saying? It's a mask. You know what I'm talking about? And you masking yourself from your true identity being your soul, that which you hide. Who you are when you by yourself, how you think on the inside, that you don't tell nobody or whatever, that's who you are, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta express that. I'm not saying tell your deepest, darkest thoughts, but if that's what you want to do, who the fuck is gonna do anything to you? You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, man. Peace, man. You know what I'm saying?